How are y'all doing? Tammy here. It was chilly this morning, y'all. I got up, I took Thor out. I had to put on my coat. I wore this like long-sleeved, half-zip little pullover number with my jeans to run into the office for a little bit today, y'all. It was chilly. And it's a little warm in this car. Whew, but it feels good to get out of the house. Can I tell you, even if it is to come into work. Not that I'm not working from home. I am working from home, but it is nice to get out of the house. Can I tell you? There is something about being out in the sunshine, out of the house, that just feels good. Let me tell you. I'm only out for a few minutes. I'm going home, y'all. I got to do some, well, I'm obviously not finished with work. But I do have some stuff to do around the house because tomorrow is trash day. So I want to clear some stuff out, put it on the street, and let the trash man just take it away. So that's what I'm working on this evening. I got to figure out what I'm fixing for dinner, y'all. I have not been motivated. I just did a video on meals, though. I show you guys 4 meals that we have eaten recently that are kind of really easy go-to meals for us. So I shared those with you. I am watching all sorts of grocery haul videos, all sorts of dinner and meal ideas videos, just to help feel, stay kind of fresh and not just have the same things all the time. I'm not one that can eat the same thing over and over. I can have leftovers like once after we fix them. After that, they gotta go. So, yeah, that's just me. And I have ordered out a couple of times, not a bunch, just a couple of times. Actually, we did order out last night. Of all things, of all the places to go to order out, can I tell you what we ordered? IHOP pancakes. Is it not funny what you want when you are mandated to stay in the house and not go anywhere? Yes, we wanted IHOP pancakes. Nick got this tres leches pancakes, and when you order them to go, they obviously don't come made. So they give you everything, and I went to the restroom and I told him to set the food up, and he's like, they look the same. I'm like, no, yours has stuff on them, mine are plain. No, Mom, they look the same. So it wasn't until I got out that I realized that they don't put them together. You put them together. So, yeah, so we did that. So his came with a vanilla cream and a caramel sauce and some whipped cream. So he got 4 pancakes and he ate like 2.5. And I got a full stack, which I think was 5 pancakes, and I only ate 2. So, needless to say, we got like a whole order of pancakes, come on, in the refrigerator. So, I don't know what it is. I know they probably use the same sauce, or the same syrup, that I buy at the store, or the same mix that I can buy at the store. I don't know. But there is something about an IHOP pancake that we just love. It has to be IHOP, not Denny's. IHOP. Oh, y'all. That reminds me. Let me tell you real quick, little short story. Tort story? Yeah, there we go. A short story. I was working, I worked in the apartment industry for a long time. I went and worked in this newer part of town, worked with a girl who had been, these people in front of me, y'all, they just sightseeing through the parking lot. She worked in the area for a while. She kept telling me how awesome this restaurant was. It was one of these, home cooking breakfast and lunch diner places, right? She's like, their pancakes are the size of hubcaps, and she's like, their biscuits are like 4 or 5 inches tall. She's like, they are so good. Okay, now if you're eating, just go ahead and fast forward through this part because you fixed to get sick. So my baby, my oldest, was just a baby, and he was going to go on a trip, I think he was going on a trip with his dad. He was going to be gone from me for like a week or so, and it's the first time that he had been away from me for any length of time, and I just really wasn't feeling it. I knew I was going to miss him. I didn't want him gone. I said, hold on, y'all dirty? What is this? I think it's the light. So let me see, hold on. Okay, that's better, except you probably hear the vent now, because seeing that we are in Texas and it was cold this morning, it's not cold anymore today. And you guys are in the window, like the windshield, and my little stand has already fallen. It's already gotten so hot that it's starting to melt my little suction cup. So this means I got to make it to go buy another one. So you're going to hear the vent because I got to turn the fan on you, otherwise you're going to overheat. Anyway, so since my baby was leaving me, before he was going to leave out, we got up and we went to this restaurant, right? She bragged and bragged on this restaurant. They always picked it up to go. They would go up there, her and her boyfriend at the time, they would order it. Anytime they had guests come over, they would order this from this restaurant for breakfast. And, you know, they got the biscuits and the gravy and the bacon and the big giant pancakes and all this stuff. And she's like, you have to go there, because I'm like, we're going to go eat breakfast before he leaves with his dad. And so you got to go there. You got to go there. So I love a good diner. Let me tell you, I love diner food. I love a good diner. I'm all about that life. The little individually owned restaurants, love those. My favorite places. Those are the places I seek out whenever we do get to go on vacations. I want to go to the individually owned restaurant more so over the chain that I can get anywhere. You know what I mean? So love those, and a little individually owned diner. So we go in there, and it's the country rustic kind of theme, you know, with the little check tablecloths and the little chickens and all the, you know, farmhousey stuff everywhere, right? Okay. And it's in a little strip center, you know, like a small one, like maybe just 4 or 5 little stores right there. Okay. And it's not an old, dumpy building, right? Like, there's a diner here that's been there. It's got to have been there for 30 years or so. And you can tell. And there's probably 30 years worth of dirt in that building. But the food is good. This place was a newer place, okay? It was a newer little strip center. And everything looked fine. And they put us at this table that was sitting next to a little display table. You know, when you go into your grandma's house and she's got the little table set up over there where she has all of her chickens and all of her little kitchen decor little pieces, you know what I'm talking about? So that's what this was. It was one of those like sofa table things, and it had all the little country animals and stuff all over it, right? That's what it had. So we're sitting there, right? And it's next to us. It's like touching our table. Okay, y'all. And if you get grossed out, you're going to want to forward, okay? So I give you a second. Okay. As we're sitting there, and our food gets delivered, and she walks off, roaches started running off of this little decor table all over our table next to our food. I had to order my food. Okay. All right, so it's okay. If you forwarded, you can stop right here. I ain't going to tell you what I told you again. But that was disgusting. I got up and left. I didn't touch nothing. There was people eating in there. And I was emotional because my child was leaving me for the first time for a length of period of time. And I didn't want to make a giant scene. Because I don't know how you could work in that restaurant and not know that you have a bug problem, okay? Like I said, it wasn't an old, dirty restaurant. It was a newer strip center. You know what I mean? Like the strip center you go to where you got your nail salon, you got the donut store, you got the dry cleaners, and here's this cute little diner. I don't know what it was about this girl that I worked with, but that was not the only bug problem in the food that we had working with her. And if you found me, I love you, girl. But there was another restaurant we had a bug problem with. I don't know what it is. So, that's my little story. I got up. I'm like, come on, get up. We're going to go. It was, I don't play that. I'm not eating it. I'm not, no. Left everything on the table. And she knew there, I really think, thinking back on it, that she knew there was something wrong, because she knew we just got our food and she didn't ask me anything. I went up and I'm like, I need to pay and I need to leave. And she didn't ask me anything. And normally I'm the queen of emails, okay? If I go and I have a bad experience somewhere, I'm going to email the corporate office. I'm going to email somebody. I'm going to call and I'm going to tell you about it after the fact. And I didn't this time. I don't know why, but I didn't this time. And it was a long time ago. But yeah, that was, thinking of diner food. Just reminded me of that little story I thought I'd share with you guys. So normally I have no problem. I'm going to tell you, being queen of emails. I just emailed Walmart, got me a reply back. I was in there last Friday. I was picking up some essentials before the Easter holiday. And just got in there, and the power went out in the store. And it's like daytime, but the power goes out at Walmart and the store's black. The generator came on, so the backup lights came on, and the employees are walking around the store. I'm all the way in the back in the hardware section, y'all, because I needed something. And so this person's looking out the window to pull forward. So they come up and they ask us to go to the front of the store. I mean, everybody has a flashlight on their phone, but okay, I can see that, especially being in hardware, in the dark might not be the, smartest thing to do. So I go to the front of the store, and the lights are on in the food section, but they're off everywhere else. The cash registers are still going. So they have told everybody to go to the front of the store. So now everybody is at the front of the store, all the way across the front. Well, the lights are on in the food section and the produce. And produce is right at the front of the store. My mother-in-law wanted me to get her some flowers. So the flowers are right over there at the very front between the produce and the bakery, which is right at the front of the store. The lights are on. I go over there. I get her flowers. I'm standing all by myself, away from everybody else, because over there, there's like 150, 200 people. So I'm standing over here all by myself. And I'm actually looking a recipe up. I'm like, okay, the lights are on over here. I can go pick up what little few food items I need for this recipe I'm making for Easter. I didn't film anything I cooked on Easter, y'all. I don't know why, because I had some good stuff. But anyway, that's another story. So I'm standing there, and I'm on my phone, and I'm looking at this recipe. And you know me, I can't see without glasses, so I'm making that screen big. And a man comes over that works there and yelled at me. Not told me, didn't politely say, yelled at me to get to the front of the store. I looked at him, I go, I'm at the front of the store. He goes to the front of the store over there. I go, the lights are on right here. You need to move over to the front of the store. I go, over there where there's 150 people there? In the middle of a pandemic? That's where you want me? Everybody needs to move to the front of the store. I walked off. Y'all, I'd already had a bad experience at Target already during this pandemic with rude employees, and I wanted to walk off so bad, and I couldn't do it because it was at the beginning of the pandemic and stores were out of everything, and I didn't want to expose myself by going into another store. So I just left this section, didn't buy the stuff I needed, got what I needed, and got out. And this time I'm like, forget it. I don't have to get this stuff here because stores are now restocked, and I can go next door to get my hardware stuff, and I can go down to Kroger to get the other stuff. Hello. So I walked out. And I did. I shot them an email, and I shot Target an email too, and told them how rude their employees were. I think I told y'all about that, about the employees in the clothing section making comments about why is someone over here shopping for clothing in the middle of a pandemic and how they should only be shopping for essentials. I'm sorry, socks and underwear, maternity clothes when you're pregnant. Kind of essential, y'all. Okay, I'm going to go up here and get my food. Hang on. So I emailed both places, y'all. And I got a response back. Both of them emailed me back and apologized for their staff and for my experience. And, I'm not wanting anything. I just want to go. And I wasn't rude or ugly in my emails at all. I'm just like, hey, I understand that tension is high, and I greatly appreciate the employees that are out here working at your stores. They are, remarkable to be out here taking care of us, and making allowing employees to be working to help us in the middle of all of this. you know, and I know stress is high, but, you know, here's a couple of situations, or here's a situation at your particular store. And with Walmart, it was like, I was just going, you know, if this is your policy when the power goes out, and the generator went out, so all the registers went out as well, and it was a mass exodus out of that store all at one time. But I'm like, this policy needs to be reviewed in the middle of a pandemic. Letting people stretch out across the front half of the store and maybe get out of more dangerous sections, you know, like, you know, where big appliances are, and, you know, in the hardware section where paint and stuff can fall down on you. I get that. You know, please move out of the hardware, out of the, you know, hunting and fishing sections, and, you know, all that stuff. But just don't make them all stand, you know, I don't know what your Walmart is, but all the registers are kind of across the front where the women's clothing are, and they had everybody packed into the women's clothing section, basically. And that was way too close for what's going on in the world right now. You know, and it was the same thing with Target, you know, and it was just kind of like, I understand people are stressed out, but maybe employees need to keep their opinions to themselves, you know, and not be so vocal, you know. I would have much rather the woman come over and, you know, and said something to me directly, you know, like, now it may not be the perfect time for you to actually close shop. I mean, ask me, you know, and let me tell you that, you know, I've got a kid that needs socks and underwear, and I've got a daughter-in-law who's pregnant and is going to outgrow her clothes, and I'm looking to see if I can pick up something for her. I mean, ask me. Don't just assume. I don't think this is a big deal, and I'm just out here shopping like there's nothing going on infecting you, and I wasn't even anywhere near you, honey. So that's my queen of the email story, y'all. I don't know how we got over here, but I just wanted to chit-chat with you guys and enjoy my little drive back in the house, y'all. So I'm going to go back to work. I am almost here at home, so I'm going to go back in here and get my home computer all set back up again, and get back to work for the rest of the afternoon, figure out what we're having for supper. What are you having? I got some chicken. So I don't know if I'm going to fry it or what I'm going to do to it, honey, but I got some chicken. So I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with this chicken for this evening, and work on hauling some stuff out that can be thrown away. So you guys have a great day, and I will see you again really soon. It's been a minute since we did a little chit-chat, right? That I wasn't showing you groceries or something, right? All right, you guys have a great day. Stay safe. Wash your hands. This will all be over soon. Alright, I'm going to show you my dinky little Winco haul. I got these treetop apple cinnamon popcorn. These were on clearance for 48 cents, so I got one of those. I got some vanilla wafers because I'm going to make some banana pudding. I got a bag of potatoes. Finally, they weren't sold out. Nick's wanting some oven fries, so I'm going to make those for him tonight. I got drinks. I got a root beer, some more milk, and I love this Shasta Tiki Punch. It's one of my favorites. Nick likes the Arizona green teas, so I let him get 3 of those. I got some cinnamon rolls for breakfast tomorrow. I got some baby carrots. I got some more bacon because I used the last of it this morning. I got some Cool Whip for the banana pudding. I went to get the vanilla pudding, and these were only 10 cents each, so I went ahead and got one of each. I got some more Hellmann's because we were out, and also I'm going to make a broccoli salad that I'm going to use that in. I got a package of cheddar slices. We're going to do some burgers tonight, and I put ranch in my burgers. The cream cheese is for my banana pudding. The white cake mix is if I decide to do like that peach dump cake. I got a can of peaches. I have another one, so it's literally just a cake mix, 2 cans of peaches, and butter and cinnamon on top, and that's it. Sweetened condensed milk is for my banana pudding. These were like $2 and some change, so I went ahead and got a package of Tide Pods. I got some chopped walnuts. It's supposed to go in the broccoli salad, but my daughter-in-law can't have them, so I'm just going to have them on the side. And then I got some more lemons because I love putting lemons in my water and squeezing lemon juice and everything. It makes everything taste better. And then I got some bananas. And y'all, that's it. These flowers pretty. So yeah, so this is my small little Winco haul.
Hope you enjoyed today's video. It's me, Nicholas, and subscribe and ring that bell. Also comment if you want to.
remember to stop and thank God for today because it truly is a gift. I'll see you guys really soon.